Weapons may conquer, but armor protects the soul. Forged in heaven's fire or deep beneath the earth, these armors weren't made for mortals. They were shaped by gods for gods. 5. The Aegis of Zeus. When the Titans still roamed the earth, their strength was matched only by their cruelty. And so to combat their mighty blows, the young god Zeus needed an armor that could withstand even the Titans' iron fists. But not just any smith would do. He traveled to the far reaches of the cosmos where the Cyclops dwelt, creatures of immense strength and skill in crafting arms. Yet even they struggled against the task of forging a suit worthy of a god. For it wasn't mere metal they needed, but the hide of the immortal goat Amalthea, whose fleece provided both invisibility and resilience against any attack. And so the Cyclops journeyed into the realm of the underworld, seeking this elusive beast. There they battled the three-headed dog Cerberus, whose ferocious bark shook the very foundations of the dead. After much trial and hardship, the Cyclops finally retrieved the golden fleece and returned to their forge. With Amalthea's hide now tempered by magic and imbued with the essence of lightning, they crafted a masterpiece. The helmet alone was a marvel, adorned with 7 crests representing the heads of the 7-headed Hydra. This Hydra was the mightiest monster the Cyclops had ever faced, its heads growing back when cut off, and each head bore the face of Medusa, the Gorgon, whose very gaze could turn men to stone. But the Cyclops, aided by magic, had turned those very Gorgons into a symbol of power, a shield against any threat. It was named the Aegis. When Zeus donned the armor, his presence became more commanding, his power more evident. With it, he led the gods to victory against the Titans, forever cementing his place as king of Olympus. But the might of the Aegis didn't end there. Later, it was bestowed upon Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war. Now she used it not as a tool of conquest, but as a symbol of peace, a reminder of the strength that comes from wisdom and strategy, a testament to the enduring legacy of the Aegis. Even today, Athena is depicted wearing the Aegis, a nod to her divine past and the power it represents. Number 4, Thor's Belt of Strength, Megingjord. The mighty Thor, god of thunder, was known throughout the 9 realms for his immense strength. But even he had his limits. Once when journeying to the land of the giants, Thor found himself facing an opponent whose size rivaled his own, someone who wouldn't yield even to the mighty Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. In desperation, Thor turned to his old friend, the dwarf blacksmith Einridi, hoping he could help. But even Enrithi couldn't offer a weapon that could defeat such a giant. So instead, he forged something different, a belt of pure gold interwoven with the beards of 3 powerful dwarfs. This was no ordinary belt. It was called Megingjord, and it was imbued with the strength of the dwarfs themselves. As soon as Thor fastened the belt around his waist, he felt a surge of power unlike any he'd ever known. His hammer, Mjolnir, seemed to weigh less, and his muscles bulged with new strength. With this newfound power, Thor smashed the giant's skull like an eggshell, proving once again why he was known as the strongest of the gods. But Megingjord wasn't just about brute force. It represented the power of friendship and loyalty. The belt was a reminder of the strength that comes from camaraderie, a testament to the bonds forged in the fires of Mount Svantovit, where Einridi and the 3 dwarfs once worked together to create weapons for the gods. After Thor defeated his giant foe, he returned the belt to Enridi, acknowledging the importance of preserving the dwarven bond. Number 3, Achilles' armor forged by Hephaestus. Achilles, the greatest warrior of the Trojan War, was almost invincible thanks to his armor, a masterpiece forged by Hephaestus, the lame god of the forge. Every inch of the armor gleamed with celestial brilliance. Its beauty was only surpassed by its effectiveness in battle. The helmet was adorned with flowing plumes that danced in the wind like flames, while the breastplate was intricately designed with images of battle and war. But the most iconic part of the armor was the shield. It was large and sturdy, capable of deflecting even the sharpest spear thrusts. Its surface was a mesmerizing work of art, depicting scenes from Greek mythology, from the labors of Hercules to the battles of the gods. Achilles wore this armor into battle, striking terror into the hearts of his enemies. His invulnerability became a legend, inspiring awe and envy among mortals and gods alike. However, the armor's perfection came at a cost. It was designed specifically for Achilles, and any other warrior who wore it would be mocked by the gods. So when Patroclus, Achilles' close friend, begged to wear the armor during the heat of battle, Achilles refused. Little did he know that this decision would lead to one of the most tragic moments in Greek mythology. When Patroclus, wearing Achilles' armor, was slain by Hector, Prince of Troy, Achilles' grief and anger knew no bounds. Vowing revenge, he returned to the battlefield, donning his divine armor once more, determined to recover his friend's body and strike down his killer. Number 2. The golden armor of Indra. Indra, the supreme ruler of the Vedic pantheon, was a god of many talents, known for his strength, courage, and leadership. But even a god of his caliber needed a good set of armor, especially when facing powerful enemies like the demons. And so the Naka, or snake race, renowned for their skill in crafting divine weapons, were commissioned to create a suit of armor fit for a king. What they produced was nothing short of spectacular. The armor was made of pure gold, indestructible and radiant, giving Indra an almost otherworldly glow when he wore it. It was adorned with precious gems and embossed with intricate patterns that symbolized Indra's power over the elements, particularly his mastery of thunder and lightning. This armor wasn't just a symbol of Indra's power, it was an extension of it. The golden plates were said to have been infused with the power of the sun, making them nearly impervious to attack. And when Indra charged into battle, the mere sight of the armor striking the demons with awe and fear. This fearsome spectacle was described in ancient texts like the Rig Veda and later epics like the Mahabharata, where the armor was said to have been passed down to other righteous kings, each being a vessel of Indra's power. But the armor's true potential was realized when worn by the legendary warrior Arjuna, who used it during the Great War of Kurukshetra, a conflict between good and evil. With the golden armor protecting him, Arjuna was able to fight with unmatched valor, becoming a beacon of hope for the righteous and a nightmare for the forces of darkness. Number 1. The armor of the Archangel Michael. In the grand tapestry of Abrahamic lore, few figures loom larger than the Archangel Michael, a warrior of God whose deeds are celebrated in scriptures and religious texts across the world. This heavenly general, often depicted as a trumpet player, is best known for his bravery, strength, and unwavering commitment to the divine. Yet what many depictions fail to capture is the armor that made Michael truly formidable. Crafted in the fiery forges of heaven, this armor was no mere mortal metal. It was blessed by the very essence of the divine, imbuing it with supernatural properties. Every plate glistened with heavenly light, deflecting the attacks of the fallen angels and demons who dared oppose Michael and his heavenly host. But the armor's beauty was matched only by its effectiveness in battle. It allowed Michael and his angelic warriors to move with superhuman speed and agility, making them virtually unstoppable in combat. Each step Michael took was silent and sure-footed, allowing him to approach his enemies undetected before unleashing his divine wrath. Despite its divine origins, the armor wasn't just a symbol of power. It represented faith, courage, and obedience to the divine will. When Michael wore it, he became a beacon of hope for the righteous and a harbinger of doom for the wicked, a testament to the power of belief and the strength of conviction. The armor also symbolized Michael's unwavering commitment to justice and righteousness. It reminded him and all who saw it that good would always triumph over evil and that faith in the divine would never be misplaced. Indeed, The armor of the Archangel Michael remains a potent symbol of divine power, unwavering faith, and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. And if you want to learn about more divine armors, click on this playlist right here.